A little strange.
All right.
That we great morning, ATL, the whole wide world. It's your man Jason One Word on Cats Cap City. That's the other show. Jason Carey, Steph Tiller, the morning coffee swig. It's another Monday morning. Good morning, Steph. Great morning, Steph.
Great morning. Great morning. Very interesting morning.
We gonna get it. We gonna make it. We gonna get it together, man. We gonna get together here.
We gonna get it. You know I like that song, so you can't almost get nothing over on me.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. Love the fact that she's into this music. Man, Steph, let's get right into it. How was your weekend?
Weekend was good. Very good. Actually started on a Thursday. My whole weekend started on a Thursday. So I was able to be out and about. I still feel good. I am, an hour. I'm somewhere where it's an hour behind now, so I should be getting some beauty rest, much needed. Y'all see these bags under my eyes?
Moving
see
around.
These bags under my eyes.
Luggage. So yeah, this weekend was an amazing weekend actually. For me, an amazing weekend this weekend because got to check off all sorts of boxes, man. It was 80 degrees yesterday in the A, man. I told you guys enjoy. I hope y'all enjoyed the weather. Anybody that stayed in the house all day yesterday, I'm gonna do we all need to do wellness checks on people that staying in the house and ask them, be like, what's going on? You like mentally, you all right? You gotta check on them. Are you emotionally, are you straight? You got depression? Because anybody that in the house with the blinds closed, it's 80 degrees outside. I don't understand. Everybody else outside. Why you in there? Hey! It's like the kid that be in the house. You be like, hey, Johnny! Can you come out?
Come outside.
Come outside. I'm gonna punish me. My mama said I can't come out. You looking out the window? No, I can't.
I'm finna ask you to come outside. Stay in your room. Go around front door. Hey, Miss Jones.
Can Johnny go down and play?
He on punishment just for a little while.
That's how I feel, man. So we was able to get outside. And a couple of things. I got to the studio this weekend. That was awesome. I always loved it. Yeah, I got back in the lab. So it's always that's a happy place. Got some things knocked out. So that'll be a regular thing. So I was happy. That's one of my happy places. I will tell you. See how it goes as things start recording. But that's one of my happy places. And then I actually went and played ball yesterday, Steph. I played full court ball yesterday. Like I went to the court. You know, when it gets sunny outside, you ride around into the court and see who playing. They was outside. I put on my shorts and went out there. It was alright not for playing ball for 2 years.
Nice.
Probably maybe 3. It was alright. We gonna see. We'll see how the body reacts to that.
Is street ball like it used to be, or has street ball? The game done changed in street ball too. They got rules and stuff out there too.
No, it ain't that. They're a lot softer. Number one and number two, don't nobody cut to the basket. Everybody want to shoot threes. It's the Steph Curry effect. It happened on the court too. Like the other night when Denver lost the game because didn't nobody cut to the basket. Everybody went to the 3-point line. It's retarded. It's the what you ain't Steph Curry. There's one Steph Curry now. Now I know all summer long y'all be working on y'all long range threes so y'all can beat Steph Curry. But listen, one team, the Golden State Warriors that year, that on that run where they would run to the 3-point line on the fast break and shoot threes and hit them. Baby, that's the thing. That's the one thing that drives me crazy on the court. They was like, "Oh my god, and you on double rims? Why are you shooting threes on double rims?" It's just like this. Because if you don't hit it, it's a bad rebound. Bang! So it's like it was bad. But anyway, moving on. It was a fantastic weekend, great weekend. I hope y'all enjoyed y'all. We can get out there and enjoy it. It is going to be rainy. We got some rain and drop temperatures for the first part of the week, at least here in the A. So everybody hoping we're gonna have good weather for the All-Star weekend. That's not an All-Star weekend. It's All-Star weekend. It's All-Star weekend. That's not All-Star weekend. I'll just put that out there.
All right, future Lance Bottoms, hashtag we fool.
I mean, I'm telling y'all, it's a regular weekend for those of us that live in Atlanta, for those of us that do events here in Atlanta. It's just another weekend. We just slapping the logo on it. Like the same parties we was having anyway, got an NBA. I will put the flyers up.
On a Tuesday. The parties that were going on a Tuesday and Wednesday are just now.
Oh yeah.
With the
party we was gonna do. Yes, exactly. We got it ain't even an All-Star weekend. It's one day this year. You know what I'm saying? So, but those same, like you said, those same parties. Every party that was gonna happen Monday night is All-Star week in Atlanta. So tonight, the Monday parties will have an NBA logo on it. I promise you. Tonight, they will have an NBA logo on. So it's going to be very, very interesting. It's gonna be an interesting weekend because I hear people say they're coming in town. Whatever, we chilling. So anyway, normally we have a story right here, but like, yeah, we chilling. we chilling. Also, it's kind of naked. We ain't got no bed tracks. We gonna go ahead. Look, this is what we gonna do. We'll get some things tightened up for y'all, so we can give y'all the show the right way. We gonna take a look. It's about time for us to take a break. And then we'll give y'all some news and stuff in the second hour. We ain't really got, unless you got one big story. Nope, you ain't got it. We ain't doing that. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna take a break. We'll be back. It's the morning coffee Swig.
That one kind of teacher called on me and I ain't ready in 1 second.
We're gonna take a break. We'll be back, y'all. We're gonna take a break. Wow. Money.
Fluorescent lamps in my crib, providing light for my seeds. I'ma get money marine, I sink in submarines. Irrigation machines, hydraulic water machines. My money count machine sound like a sewing machine. Fax machine on the dresser, machine with the compressor. Dough presser machine, I'm re-rocking everything. Claim I'm laundering money, but where the washing machine? They know my trap house pump out quarters like a slot machine. In a futuristic whip look like a time machine. Old school drop below one fine machine. Making chips out fucking soda like a vending machine. Dog food with the quinoa in my blending machine. Sip so much and Sprite, I need a soda machine. So I can sit it next to my joint roller machine. And it's placed parallel to the 15 with the scope, monkey, and the infrared beam. The machine don't make the man make the machine. So many try to sabotage, can't stop the regime. Call me Wop the puppet master, I'm just pulling the strings. Screaming, please don't look at me, peppy like American me. Take a tour with me, a down South American G. Tryna flood the dirty Southeast Atlantean streets with this high grade uncut Colombian tea. Yeah, I got it for cheap, but you ain't get it from me. Got that high grade uncut Colombian tea. Yeah, I got it for cheap, but you can't get it for free. Wow. My money machine, my money machine, my money machine go beep, beep. My money machine, my money machine, my money machine go beep, beep. Money machine, my money machine, my money machine, my money machine. Money machine, my 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 money machine go beep. My money machine, my money machine, my money machine go beep, beep.
8-figure news, man. When I say boss, I mean that, you heard me? Yo. So what I sold, my toilet seat solid gold. You should see my new palace, cause that bigger than Lowe's. I'm an 8-figure, I run the check to the ceiling. Since Gucci came home, back in they feelings, I'm in Dubai on parole. I Abu Dhabi my. If she f all the rappers, she say hip hop in her soul. 100 grand in all 20s. They said that I couldn't. 50 grand in my. Just cause her ex was looking. Red bottom boss. I call her Yayo Caucasian. But sleep on the couch. Ready for home invasions. These watching my snaps. They know that I'm strapped. On the road to the riches. I'm running my laps.
My money machine, my money machine, my money machine go beep, beep. My money machine, my money machine, my money machine go beep, beep. Money machine, my money machine, my money machine, my money machine. Money machine, my money machine, my money machine, my My money machine, my money machine, my money machine go. My money machine, my money machine, my money machine go. Wow. Money. Fluorescent lamps in my crib, providing light for my seeds. I'ma get money marine, I sink in submarines. Irrigation machines, hydraulic water machines. My money count machine sound like a sewing machine. Text machine on the dresser machine. With the compressor, dope presser machine, I'm re-rocking everything. Claim I'm laundering money, but where the washing machine? They know my trap house pump out quarters like a slot machine. In a futuristic whip look like a time machine. Old school drop the level one fine machine. Making chips off fucking soda like a vending machine. Dog food with the quinoa in my blending machine. So much in Sprite, I need a soda machine so I can sit it next to my joint.
Single screen, come to me, single screen. We got some challenges with the system this morning. But that's all right. It's Monday. We'll get it going. There we go. It's Monday. We're gonna get this thing. We're gonna get it right. Every day I tell you something. No. We talk for a living. We speak for a living, and for that reason, I like to give you guys a word of the day. So let's get into that with my bed track. Maybe not. Today's word is a noun. Gazette, G-A-Z-E-T-T-E, Gazette, a paper that is printed and distributed usually daily or weekly and that contains news, articles of opinions, features, and advertising. A newspaper. 2, an official journal, an announcement in an official gazette. That's the third definition. You are probably familiar with the word gazette from its use in the name of a number of newspapers, but the original gazettes were a series of bulletins published in England in the 17th and early 18th centuries. These official journals contain notices of government appointments and promotions, as well as items like bankruptcies, property transfers, and engagements. In British English, gazette can also refer to the kind of announcement that one might find in such a publication. It can also be used as a verb, meaning to announce or publish in a gazette. The word derives via French from the Italian gazzetta, that related word gazetteer, which we now use for dictionary of place names, once meant journalists or publicists. Let's put it in a sentence. The Weekly Gazette includes a list of the names of students who have made local schools honor rolls. French media group, the owner of Paris Match magazine, has received a 465 million euro state guaranteed loan to help it cope with the economic fallout of the pandemic, the government's official gazette said on Sunday. Yeah, man, they definitely dealing with the pandemic worldwide, and you so much so that it's even in our dictionary, in our sentences. So let's get into this thing here, man. We want to motivate you guys to use these words in your everyday language. Speaking of motivation, let's get motivated, Steph. Hopefully we got that there to play this morning.
Well, good morning, family and friends. I know many of you are looking for that morning motivational starter pack to get you up, prepared, and ready to take on anything. Well, as I tell you guys, each and every day, there's a hero inside of you, someone who's special, someone who wants you to do great work in your life, someone who wants you to be the best and greatest person that you could possibly ever be. And the only person that's stopping you from doing that is who? You. All right, so check it out. That was my rendition of it. You know what I'm saying? Like when I wrote it so many years ago. Sometimes I forget it, sometimes I don't. All last week we talked about something very important. So important that I had so many people to contact me, and through messaging, messaging on me on my phone, DMing me on Instagram, and we didn't air on Instagram. So that goes to show some people are definitely listening and watching some kind of way. Some people jumped in on like Tuesday or Wednesday, but they were still able to follow it throughout the week. And those of you that hit my line and was just like, yo, I need a one-on-one about forgiveness. And at first I didn't understand it, because I was just like, well, let me be very honest. This is a transparent moment here. Sometimes, when I'm doing the morning motivation starter packs, they're for me. I understand that everybody going through things out there, but sometimes I have to take a moment and say, all right, I need to work on this, this, and this. And the only way that it sounds right to me is if I speak it out loud. And then I have to make sense of it. And if I can rationalize, what's what, just by talking to you guys and talking about it through you guys and to you guys, then it definitely works on me. So that level of forgiveness that I was talking about, it wasn't just for y'all, it was for me too. So it had the same effect on me, and I should go back and pull each day and actually, listen to it again, because gosh, I'm growing. For those of you that have been following the show for a certain period of time, yo, I'm growing. I'm growing a whole lot, and I'm taking my own advice. And I'm glad y'all got something out of it. So I closed out Friday with saying that, we since we talked so much about forgiveness, we're going to talk about the apologies and being able to either accept an apology or give an apology. Being able to accept one and being able to give one. If we're going to be talking about forgiveness. All right, so today we're going to start this Monday out with life becoming a whole lot easier for you when you learn how to accept an apology that you never got. You didn't expect that one, did you? When you learn to accept an apology that you never received. And I know many a times I may, breeze by something real fast and don't fully, pull the layers out and say, all right, we need to unpack this. Sometimes I don't. And one of those things is the closure. When I talk about closure and how you don't need closure to move on, you should just move on. It's one of those things where, it's easy for me to move on, apology or not. But I realize that it's not that easy for other people to move on. A lot of people are just genuinely not that strong. And that's okay. That doesn't mean you're weak. It's just you're not strong in that area. And you need closure. I understand you needing closure. I understand you needing to feel like you need to get down to the bottom of something. But loving you more than that situation, loving you more than the treatment from someone else, loving who you are, who you're becoming, and the person that is scorned, the person that is hurt, loving on that person is far more important than worrying about closing and debt in a situation. The situation is obviously killing you. We got to figure out on the priority list who's more important to die here, you or the situation. If they close the situation, is it to your detriment? Are you at rock bottom? Are you in a place, a dark place, a sunken place where you don't even know that you could come out of it? Is that you? You risk everything else. I just want to be clear here, and I want to make it make sense, and I'm going to speak it to you out loud so that you can understand where I'm coming from. Does that make sense to you? Like, does that feel right with me saying that to you? Who want to go through that in order to say, I got closure, so now I can move on? First of all, I'm concerned with the need of permission to move on. that you have. Like, that's a lot of power to give to a situation. That's a lot of energy. That's a lot of power to give to a person, a situation, any of that. Negative emotions, triggers. That's a lot of power to give to somebody else. And they can yo-yo it as they please. They can come a little bit closer to an apology, a little bit closer to some closure, a little bit closer to an apology, a little bit. And you accept it? You okay with that? No. If you had the sound of my voice and this is you, you needed to hear this morning. We're gonna get to the bottom of this Monday to Friday. Starting today. The first of the month. It's time to get going. We don't need apologies. From now on, we don't need them to move on. We don't need anyone having a power over us that is unjust. Because that's an unjust power. That's a person that can manipulate you. That's a situation that can manipulate you to do whatever they want to do. Whatever they want you to do. Or whatever it wants you to do. You're not a puppet. Take that back. Take the power back. Relinquish. If you're going to relinquish your power to somebody, relinquish it in prayer. You understand? Relinquish it in prayer. That way you know you're going to get something back. Not to people, not to human, not to situations that come and go. Trials and tribulations don't last always. Troubles don't last always. That saying is true. Like, it's not going to last forever and ever. Amen. I promise you it don't. It just feels like it. It feels horrific. It hurt. Pain. Sometimes the pain can last for 3 days and it feels like the worst. It feels like death. Feel like you're dying. It's so unexplainable when you try to talk to other people about something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like when you try to talk it out and rationalize it and get people to understand where you're coming from or at least relate. You on a different page. That ain't for everybody. And that's okay. That's cool. That's fine. But you have to be able to move on. Again, you can't keep giving people power and dominion over yourself, over you. You could, for the life of me, that's one of the reasons why I never needed closure, because I feel like there's too much power for me to give to someone else. I feel like it's too much power for another human being to have over me, especially if we're not married. I don't care if we got a divorce. You understand? Like, there's no reason. There's no reason that anybody should have power over you, your emotions, and could juggle you the way that they want to, or a situation. You got to think your way through that. You got to talk to somebody about them situations. You have to talk to somebody about those situations. If that situation is bringing you down to the point where you can't see an out, you got to talk to somebody. And it's okay to call on your strong friends. You ain't got to be best friends. You ain't got to be best friends with some of these people, but you can call on them. You can contact them. You can email them, inbox them, or what have you. Find somebody strong. Ask them whatever you need to ask them and get their perspective on it. If it's going to help you, do what helps you. But don't sulk in that misery. Don't sit in pain. And you don't have to. Waiting on somebody else to close this situation out so you can feel better. They could give, so this person could close it out and then they say, all right, go on. Because that's all they finna do. I said, I'm sorry, now what? What's up? Don't ask me about no more sorries. And they go talking to you that way, and then you feel like, oh, well, the apology wasn't genuine. You the one was waiting on it. You've been waiting all these years for somebody to say, all right, I'm sorry, so what? Which is a half-ass apology, but you've been waiting on it. No, we ain't doing that. Not this morning coffee Swig family, we not. Not this morning motivational starter pack family, we not. We ain't waiting on nobody to close out a situation. We don't need permission to move forward. We don't need permission to do anything from another human being, because that's validation. And I tell y'all all the time, validation is something that we just don't need. We ain't looking forward to nobody doing no validation. That's just not going to happen. So again, accept apology. Even though you never got it. I'm going to get on into this before I run out of time. Accept an apology that you never got. I I remember one time in life where I felt like I was owed an apology. And I expressed my feelings of being owed an apology. And that person told me, "You think I owe you an apology?" Psh. And I forgave them immediately because it was already something in me that didn't sit well with wanting an apology. If I got to ask you for an apology or and then let you, pretty much spit in my face with me asking you for an apology. But the fact that I even cared enough to ask for that apology, and I felt low. I felt very low and disgusted, and I'd never let that happen to me again. It was a real true slap in the face for me to tell a person that I felt as though that they owed me an apology because I was such a good friend to them. And I don't feel like that I did anything that would warrant them to betray me or to make me feel less than a good friend to them. And just like the need that I felt like that I was settling for even a half apology. I felt like I would have been okay with that. Just, all right, whatever. You say I apologize, I need to apologize. I probably would have taken that. But then it didn't sit well with me to even want to settle for a half an apology. Let me tell you something. I'm so blessed in life that ain't nothing half with me at all. It's either all or nothing. I live life out loud. I'm been transparent and vulnerable when I need to. But at the same time, you teach people how to treat you. If I'm begging for an apology, you should know how to treat me. If you need me in order to move on with your life, then I know how to treat you. You see what I'm saying? You see how that works? So the apology that I never got, I wish I had never gotten it. If you understand what I'm saying. I wish I had never gotten it. So I don't have to go through that anymore. I've learned to forgive even though I don't get an apology. I've learned to forgive. And I forgave that situation just like I would forgive any other situation. We're going to stay in this. We're going to stay in this all week because somebody needs to hear this. We're not settling for no half apologies, and we're not giving people permission to tell us when we should and could move on in a situation or a relationship or whatever. And we're going to learn to accept apologies that we never received. That means we got to dig a little bit deeper because it's not them, it's us at that point. We asking them, we begging somebody for an apology, or we strongly need this closure. No, we don't. No, we don't. No, we don't. That's way too much power. That's too much energy into a situation, and you can be place that energy somewhere else. We're not giving people the access, a free range to just walk all over our feelings, walk all over us and taint us, score us, have us going, run around here like we, hurt and bitter and negative. Negative Nance, we gonna get rid of all that. We're gonna try to get rid of some of those burdens this week. That's your morning motivation starter pack from your girl Steph this morning. Learn to accept an apology that you never received, and we started right there this Monday. And we're gonna wrap this thing up.
Oh my goodness, I love it, Steph. Just shout out to Steph for transparency this morning. When she says she had to pick up her face on something, I feel you though. Like having to ask somebody for an apology, like I wish I would. I wish I would now. I wish I would, but I felt that way before though. But somebody owed me an apology. Like if you hear me say it now, it's unjust. It's a joke basically because I don't expect it. Like if I have to say it, then I'm not expecting it from you. And if I get it after I say it, I don't want it. It ain't worth a dang. After I said it, and then you apologize, get out of here. If you don't get out of here with that half apology, that don't mean nothing to me.
Thank you. So you were sending me as I'm talking about this because people don't ever bring this kind of conversation up because it feels wrong. It feels too transparent almost, even like But, I don't. There's two things that happens there though. If I gotta ask for an apology, I didn't expect it,
And if you give it to me after it, I don't want it. But also, I ain't got much use for you after that. I ain't got much use for you. Meaning, I ain't gonna throw you away, but I know where to put you. If I had you here, you here. I just ain't gonna deal. I will deal with you long handle spoon, as my dad would say. I deal with you long handle spoon, bro. You ain't gotta worry about it. I ain't gonna call you to hook. I ain't gonna call you to get up. I ain't gonna, hey, let's talk business. Ain't none of that other stuff that might have been there. Won't be there. Oh yeah, my man coming through. Hey man, hey, put him on my list. Ain't all that.
Right.
All that come with being in my circle, out. You know what I'm saying? And again, that ain't about. We always talk about forgiveness, or just moving on. I ain't holding on to it. It's just I know who I'm dealing with. That's all. It's like, hey man,
right.
I extended this olive branch of my love. Like my love is too big. Like my love is too big to dole it out to people who don't deserve it, in my opinion.
Right.
So because it's big and it's deep and it's people be like pause. People be like. They I give so much, you know what I'm saying, that if you don't appreciate or if you're in a position to not receive it in the right way, ain't no need me getting that to you. I can get it to somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or that piece of love I done broke off from my family to give to you, I could bring that back in and give it to, you know what I mean? Like I'll put more into them.
Yeah. See,
so
that's what I'm saying. Misplaced energies and emotions towards the wrong people, wrong situations, and then when you realize that you can say, okay, I was doing too much over there and not enough over here. The love that I was giving them, I should have been overshadowing the people that actually, mess with me, or people that actually love me and show me love. Like, you gotta love on the people that love you a whole lot more than you do situations that no longer serve you. And continue to chase your dreams. And when you get tired of chasing your dreams, you chase them some more. And if you're scared to do it anyway.
Do it anyway. Oh my God, that's real, man. I hope y'all got that, man. We have it. There's something on the other side that doesn't have anything to do with what we're doing over on this side. That's causing a few challenges with our drops and intros and everything. But hey, man. It's cool. It's technology. Figure it out.
Pisces season.
It can be tighter. Hey, man. Baby, you already know. It's the month. The month is here.
First of the month.
That green month is here. The big number 3. You better love that number 3.
Yes,
one of my favorite numbers. Anyway, let's get into a little bit of weather. I gotta do it. Yeah. It's time for ATL weather. So it is currently 58 degrees, feels like 56. And wet. 58.
That's what he
feels
said.
like 56 and wet. I ain't never met a 56 and wet, but anyway. So it's Monday. Let's stay on track. Big difference from yesterday. Big difference from yesterday, because 80 degrees, motorcycles and basketball and side boob and maxi dresses. All that was going on yesterday. Flip flops. Some of y'all that went all the way like it was 99 degrees yesterday, but it's cool. It's cool. But yesterday this week we starting off a whole lot different. We got a 60% chance of precipitation today. Expect highs not to go much further than it is already. Expect highs of 60 degrees and wet today. A low of 42. That's later on tonight, man. So that is put on your rain boots or whatever. You still get your fashion on. Now don't get it twisted. You still get your fashion. This is the thing. There are clothes. I don't know. There are clothes for each one of these weather types. You know what I'm saying? And there's still good fashion for you. Be like, you know what? I got to put on the boots today. I got to put on different kind of jeans or whatever. I got a certain jacket today. Put on a trench, whatever it is. But there's clothing for this particular weather. Go put it on. This is what I'm saying. Get dressed. And stay dressed. Now, in honor of Money Making Monday, I told you it's Money Making Monday. You haven't heard that yet. In honor of Money Making Monday, our weather report comes from our random city weather report comes from Worth, Indiana. Worth, Indiana. What's your worth? Steph talking about the worth. What's that apology worth? I ain't worth it. Anyway, don't get it twisted. Just because it was 80 degrees in Atlanta yesterday and you got half naked earlier, it is still winterish in many places. Still very winterish. Everybody looking at us on the gram pissed off because they got on bubble coats. Because it's still very winterish. Currently, it's 30 degrees and feels like 22 and partially cloudy in Worth, Indiana. That's right. I said 22. It was 80 degrees here yesterday. It's 22 degrees. Feel like 22 right now for them. They hate us. Temperature will not rise much in Worth. Expect highs of 40 degrees today. Only 40 degrees today. So that is definitely jacket. Depends on jackets. It is a cold weather if you're in the 40. If you have 40 degrees. It's 30, low 30s, so it's 40 degrees. It's cold weather. The lows of 20 today. So as my mama would say, the weather ain't worth a poot. Indiana ain't worth a poot out there. That's what my mama would say. That's one of her favorite sayings. Man, ain't worth a poot. I was like, I don't know what the value of a poot is, mama. You just gotta tell me what is worth a poot. That's how I need to know what is worth a poot.
Oh wow!
My mama would say
you
that
know
all the time.
What the other end of poot is, though, right? That's what she's saying. If one comes out and you can't tell if it's or a poot.
Okay, moving on. This is going too far. It's going deeper than I wanted to go. I am sorry.
Sorry with an S.
Hey! Sometimes stop. Sometimes. You just gotta leave it alone. Like, you know what? I'ma leave it alone. I thought we was dissecting the situation here. No. It just got into something else that I wasn't prepared for.
I know about them old terms. I'm slicker than a can of oil.
Hey man, I was always the youngest old man ever because I had all my daddy's sayings, my mama's sayings, and I used them Jones for regular sentences. And you had boys be like, my boys would look at me like, and they country. And we ain't country. So it's like, my mama got these country sayings and I'm in the city saying them. It's so funny. But anyway, I thought I had a random joint to put in there. But listen, we're going to do something a little different stuff because this morning, when we came in, we didn't have an opportunity to get into our Swig news, and we're going to have challenge until about top of the hour. So to fill that spot, we're going to go into a Swig news right now since we ain't get a chance to do that. Let's do that right here where we normally have our little break there. But let's get into this Swig news right quick, Steph. What you got for me this morning?
All right. So first things first, we got to talk about Akbar V. Akbar V came from Love and Hip Hop, but she's like the Love and Hip Hop that really didn't make it, just got added to the show by default. We first learned of her as an artist coming up in Atlanta, wanting to be an artist, right? And she was outside of Rick Ross' house rapping on his intercom, trying to get him to sign her. And so she did get his attention for a little while. But then, things took a turn and she wasn't signed by him. Obviously, the music content just wasn't there for him. And then so she went on to, be popular over the internet. Well, she took to Drake. Everybody knows she loved Drake. So she wasn't shy about rapping for Rick Ross and even not, getting signed, just getting her name out there. And she also wasn't shy about how she felt about Drake. So she shot at said Drake over online. And, she decided I ain't gonna let up. So she made a song about him. But in the meantime, she shot a shot at Drake, then Chris Brown, and then made a song about Drake. Girl, go sit your butt down. I'm so sick of seeing her and hearing about her till it just works to my nerves. I'm sorry. First, I loved her to death. Now it's just like, girl, go sit down.
I was about to say, I thought you was an Akbar, her antics. I thought you was an Akbar fan.
No.
I thought you was on.
I was when she first came out. Let me tell you, first of all, wasn't nobody in the game except Nicki Minaj. So I was an Akbar fan. Nicki Minaj was the only one killing the game. It was no Cash Doll. It was none of them. And if they were so, underground that we hadn't heard much from them. And I only listen to underground music. I like to, catch the artists before they come out. And so her rapping for Rick Ross, I felt like that was like super dope. Like that did it for me. But it was just all of the other antics, the fighting, the love and hip hop, the talking, the yuck. It just worked my nerves. It was just the same way I felt about Cardi B when she first came out talking about her transparency. To me, some of it was just too far. And it was classless. Akbar V, she takes the cake for me. I'm sorry. She speak only AT alien. And sometimes it's annoying and I don't follow. Mentally, I don't follow. But no, I haven't hit the follow, but neither I had to unfollow because of too much. It's just too much going on. Safari is up next. He decided he wanted to weigh in, and since Hasbro just announced that, Jason, listen. Hasbro announced that they was going to make Mr. Potato Head, our childhood memory, gender neutral.
Man.
So Mr. Potato Head would no longer be called Mr. Potato Head. It's just going to be
update to that though. Update to that. They did, and when they announced that, it went viral, and people went super ham, and they retracted it. They retracted it.
Okay, good.
Hasbro, they retracted it. Because I feel like we have gone too far. We have gone too far with this trying to check everybody's box and make sure everybody feel good, rub everybody's booty. Let's stop patting everybody on the booty, man. Like, it's driving me crazy. Like, everything, and again, we're so, the American culture is so, they're working so hard to quote unquote be inclusive, but yet still being exclusive of black people. That's the thing that drive me crazy, is that it's still in issues. So what's gonna happen is people be like, wait a minute, well, NBA got on built by Black History on their shirts, and they got Black History moments. There's a Black History show coming out on March 6th, and all that stuff. You're like, what? You're getting included? I'm like, listen, this is crumbs on the table. We had stuff we ain't even asked for. It's crumbs on the table, and it's cool. It's cool. It's cool that you get to come into our house a little bit. It's cool. Hey, great. HBCU football on TV, and A&T wanted MEAC, and we gonna probably get some MEAC games on TV and all that. Great, that's cool. But again, those are crumbs. I feel like we can't. Exactly. We gotta stop trying to be so inclusive. Everybody, well, they put boys on the. Now we talked about this. The East Big Oven got boys on it, and the girls in the construction hats. So it'd be like, well, boys
on the girls track teams, and
the girls on the vacuum cleaner. Yeah. Come on, man. Like, everybody
Black
being
Lives Matter
on
the basketball courts.
Every commercial got boys kissing, but we ain't seen no whole black family. Like, listen, I ain't talking down on nobody lifestyle. It's cool. Do whatever you gonna do. But what I'm saying is get us right first. Y'all messed that. Y'all dropped the ball so bad on that. It's like they dropped the ball so bad on the black thing that now they were like, well, we can't get nobody wrong from the beginning. So your focus is all over the place, and you still missing it. You still missing the point. It's a great big point you're missing. So I say all that to say that this Mr. Potato Head, ain't nobody who is petitioning to take Mr. off Potato Head.
Nobody.
Who? But you was gonna keep Mrs. Is that what you was gonna do? Is that what the plan? They was gonna make him gender neutral, just like Potato Head. But you was gonna let her still be Mrs. Was that what's gonna happen? Or Potato Head was gonna come out and you could put the girl on the boy and the boy on man, whatever. Hey, I'm glad y'all kept the Potato family together. Stop. It's a non-issue. It's a non-issue. Y'all creating this shit out of nothing. It's a non-issue. Move on.
Give them a vaccine, because Johnson & Johnson decided that they was going to make sure that they shipped out those vaccines, the new batch of 3.9 million doses to state and local governments based areas, the U.S. basically. They can stop with all the formalities. They sending 3.9 million over here. This is the thing. This is my issue with that. So let's be clear here. Pfizer and Moderna, both of their vaccines need to be stored below freezing temperatures. Johnson & Johnson, regular, normal refrigerators.
Hey man, what is in that thing? I don't know what's in this thing. Like again, we don't know what's in. We
get them today, Jay. So, we get them today. But I don't
understand.
This is scary.
I don't understand. It's very scary. That
you keep talking
this
about
other one, you need 2 doses.
Yeah, you need 2
It's a placebo. You need 2 doses. It got to stay under freezing. And this joint is 1 dose, and that joint, you put it next to the Kool-Aid? Are you serious? Are you serious? We got Sunny
next to the lunch at work.
Vaccine. Like what?
You got Sarah's lunch, Jake lunch, Timothy lunch, the vaccines, apple juice, and then other stuff for the department.
Give me some purple stuff. Like this, what is this? It's in the refrigerator. Like what's that pink? Is it amoxicillin? Is that whatever that pink medicine they used to give us when we was kids? That used to sit in the refrigerator. It's in the refrigerator.
Like bubble gum.
Bubble gum is in the refrigerator. It's in the refrigerator with amoxicillin. Is that what they shooting us? They shooting us with amoxicillin. That's what it is. They shooting us. Let me find out this kid medicine they done put in this. It's Johnson & Johnson. They make baby shampoo.
And counseling. Mix it all up together and ration it out.
How about that? Yeah.
But check this out. The vaccine was tested in countries known to have like potentially more dangerous variants of the coronavirus, like Brazil and South Africa. So that's where they first started. Look at your face. You're not trying. But that's where they started, and it was to prevent. It was preventing the severe diseases. This is my whole thing. You have to use that when they use these words. I be trying to break down the sentences like they're trying to tell us something without telling us. But this was the sentence that got me. It says the vaccine worked against all known variants at preventing severe disease. It's like, what? Is it cure COVID or not? You know what I'm saying? Like what?
Straight like that.
You said all that to say what?
What? It'll kill the common cold. That's what that says. It's like they ain't got a cure for the common cold. But anyway, it's like we gonna stop a cough.
But you what is it? You won't cough, but you still have it. You won't know that it's killing you, and you just walking around just like cord at the back of you.
Yeah, man, I robot man.
And then they text you and say, "Oh, she COVID. Oh, she had COVID." Like, how did she not know she had it to a severe level to where she could still walk around? Oh, she got the Johnson & Johnson vaccine.
She got the Johnson & Johnson. Y'all do know that the word Johnson is a word for the Johnson. So it's y'all getting Johnson.
We are not talking about the cleaner song.
We getting schlonged. We getting schlonged. That's what I'm trying to say. We getting schlonged here. This is the Johnson & Johnson is giving us the Johnson. Is what's happening with this. That's what
it says. Over their forehead.
To the face.
All right, so Chadwick Boseman's wife, she accepted his Best Actor Golden Globe Award on his behalf yesterday. And it was, beautiful. And this is what she said as she accepted the award. She said at first she would like to thank God, his parents, and his ancestors for guidance and sacrifices. She also said he would say something beautiful, something that would amplify the little voice inside of all of us that tells us to keep going, and calls you back to what you were meant to be doing at this moment in history. And I think that was even more powerful because when we think of Chadwick Boseman, what he was going through, the way that he went, and his whole being, and I went back long time ago, even some of his speeches at college, and his motivational compilations, and how he was in the hospital and still doing great things. I actually feel like what she said that he would say was just spot on, and he is inspiring us even from the grave through his wife. So when we think about Chadwick Boseman, what was life like with him, how everything seemed so intact, we got a chance to look at his wife and see how that, because beside every strong man, there's a strong woman. And I think that is exactly what we had a chance to see with her accepting that. Moving right along, D'Angelo was originally
Hold
set
on,
to do the
time out.
versus battle. What's up?
Before you get into that, you talk about the Golden Globes. Shout out to Chadwick Boseman for winning. But I heard Borat won. I heard Borat won a Golden Globe. So it's like it's like Soul won. That's cool. Best animation. I love it. Black animation, blackish animation. They won. But Borat won. It's just, when that happens, it questions the integrity of the awards. Like, not saying, hey man, Borat. There's a audience for Borat, and I've seen it. It's toilet humor at its best, and some of it goes really, 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 really far. But when it wins an award, because there's so much stuff that doesn't win awards. That's why I'm saying that. It's so much stuff that doesn't win awards. But man, that was dope. They ain't no award for that, but it was dope. That got all the accolades at the box office, but no award. That was dope. Right. This came out straight on demand and got an award, and it's like makes me question the entire process. That's all I'm saying. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like you win a beauty contest.
The list of nominees.
It's kind of like you in a beauty contest, and then you look at the nominees and be like, everybody looks like butt up here. So I question the validity of this contest now. Like,
right.
I don't feel good about this nomination no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, wait a minute. Did you pick me because I stand out above this crowd, or do you put me in this crowd? I don't understand. And this is how I feel about Borat. But that's my thoughts. That's how my head works. So go ahead, move on. I
said I wasn't going to speak on it. So you remember when I was nominated for the BET Awards, which is the Black Elite in Chattanooga, and people
I saw that.
Me left and right. You seen like hundreds and hundreds of people like, oh, I nominated you. I voted for you. I voted for you. They were sending me screenshots and everything. So I was contacting that company and kind of going back and forth with. Well, I was trying to anyway. I paid my dues to be nominated, and then I got no response at all. So I, reached out to them again, like, hey, about the filming. Can I turn it in this day? No response. And so I said, oh, they just did it because people were asking them to. I was never supposed to win. I was never going to win. Even no matter who I was running up against, Steph wasn't going to win that. I don't care if I won by a landslide. So we're going to cease I felt like we're going to cease communication. And it was fine for me. I catch on very well. So the first time I didn't get reached out to, get a response, I was just like, oh, I don't think I was supposed to be all up in their business like that. So let me take a back seat. And I was completely fine with it. I was okay with it. But they came out, they won. They had the awards on yesterday. I didn't even watch it. I probably wouldn't have watched it. I know as a nominee, I probably should have, but I questioned the validity. Like you said, I questioned the validity of it. I was just like, she's sketchy.
It seems a little sketchy. Let's just be like, we're gonna move on. Exactly.
I'm gonna move on. And that's exactly. But to your point, I had to say that. I said I wasn't gonna say nothing about it, but when it's sketchy like that, you do have to move on. Even more sketchy, D'Angelo was supposed to go against Maxwell in the versus battle yesterday. Don't know what happened. Don't know why they didn't do the battle. But I like both of them all. I like both of them.
Wait!
I had
no
dog in the race.
Time out. The battle didn't happen, but D-Nice still opened up. I heard D-Nice open up, and they were like, I'm enjoying the DJ, but is the format now an hour D-Nice and then the versus battle? So they just did the DJ opening and be like, thank you, God bless you, good night. Is that what happened? Is that what happened?
Definitely produced by Russell Simmons.
Oh my God. Okay. All right.
In which they do need to bring Def Jam back. I'm glad you brought that up. They need to bring Def Jam back. That's what they do need to bring back. But D'Angelo.
Def Comedy Jam?
Yes.
You
don't miss it. That's where you got a chance to see real.
It put some dope people. Yeah, some dope people put out. It was some dope people that came through Def Comedy Jam. I think the challenge is now is that, excuse me, is that it is.
Ishamis in the comments, he said the contest was bogus. Deck was stacked.
Somebody said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think the thing about Def Comedy Jam is this. I think, like with anything else, there's a lot of saturation going on now. So it's like you got 9 comedy channels on the XM. It's comedy clips are all the rage on TV, and then everybody's trying to do their, on your Instagram, and then everybody's trying to put together their own little comedy situation. So I think it has saturated. So somebody does have to come out with, and all the individual comics are now producers or promoters of comedy shows. So you'd be like,
Right.
Martin Lawrence and Friends. You got Mike Epps and his boys. You got, you got
Yeah, you're right.
Kevin Hart Presents. So now all the big names that you would put on one ticket
I still
are now their
think
own
that's
people.
skipping the process
So yeah, I agree.
of being a authentic, validated comedian. At the end of the day, when you were on Def Comedy Jam, it was you, the microphone, and the audience, and they decided whether or not you suck.
The world,
And
because it came
you
on
know
at
what I'm
prime
saying?
time.
Exactly.
On HBO.
So it's either you sucked or you didn't, and I think that's one of the things. That's one of the platforms that set comics that we know and love today. It set the bar very high. They set the bar really, really high.
I gotta ask the comics. I gotta ask that to your point.
Because you only need one platform.
That's what I was about to say. What is the platform now? Because before that was like the bar. Like, and when I introduce comics now, and they be like, hey, give me some bullet points of where you may have performed or a big performance. It's usually like, on tour with Cat Williams, or they have that. But I don't know where that bar is now. What is that stage? Because back in the day, it would have been like, I was on Def Comedy Jam. You'd be like, oh, you ain't gotta say nothing else. You may have seen him on Def Comedy Jam. Yeah, and see, BET Comedy View doesn't, I don't think it has the same luster as it used to have. So, to your point,
it doesn't,
what is...
Because they came out with one mic and one mic standing, or one comic mic. You know what I'm saying? LeVar Walker used to be on that one. I remember it, but because I love comedy, and I love, you know what I'm saying, like comedians and what they bring to our world. I gotta ask
some of the guys. But anyway, so this is what we're gonna do right here, Steph. We'll take a break so we can wrap up some of this technical stuff and come back with our coffee talk for today. We're gonna take this break right now.
This is a Missy Elliott exclusive.
Do it, 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 do it. Get it, 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 get it. Missy in this doing, you ain't never seen. Missy in this doing, you ain't never seen. Get it, 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 get it. Back in this Missy hopping out the sunroof. I got about 100 coops, shooters with me, 100 troops. Got 100 bands going ham. We don't give a damn. It go up and down, round and round like a ceiling fan. 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 Cool up, 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 cool up. Break a sweat, make 'em lose control. Ain't no AC going hard. Tip up 44, feel like Jay-Z. 4, feel like Jay-Z. 4, feel like Jay-Z. 4, feel like Jay-Z. 4, feel like Jay-Z. Do it, 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 do it. Cool up, 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 cool up. Play this again, I'm finna win, finna go on, finna go in. Me and my friends, yeah, we on 10, and the song never ends, no, the song never ends. Body shaped like a fisheye lens. I make it drop, yeah, I make it bend. Cool off till I feel the wind. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Way too high to get over me, way too low to get under my skin. All the DJs gon' hit that spin. I'ma play this again and again and again. Cool up, cool up, cool up. Cool up, 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 cool up. Do it, 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 do it.
This is a Missy Elliott exclusive.
Do it, 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 do it.
I just looked at my wrist, I got time today. Fuck it, I'm crossing the line today. The hate be so real, the love be fake. Be bumping they gums and bumping my tape. Don't go against me, they ask for my help. Go get out your feelings and get it yourself. Might got the same shoes, but you ain't gon' step. That shit that you just put out, you could've kept. Yup, she got a nigga, he got a shirt. Why? You can't compete when you can't compare. She ate the dick through my underwear. Got up and got herself out of there. I see they put me on memes and things. Don't speak on my life without knowing the real. 8 figures a year, what it cost me to live. Don't hold it, just say what you feel, but watch your mouth before I fly at your bitch. To a place that she didn't know exists. Mediterranean water, my wrist. Keeping.
I believe in money, power, and respect. First you get the money, then you get the power. After you get the power, then these cowards. What's the key to life? Money, power, respect. What you need in life? Money, power, respect. What we eating right? Money, power, respect. Money, power, respect. Money, power,
hey, yo, my whole clique bout it. We take yours while you pout about it. Truck, step out, wanna crowd around it. You can see me on Optimum TV. On your bathroom, turn the light out, scream, Bloody Mary. 1, 2, 3, Chic ain't your usual friend, but I can set you up like Heisen and walk straight at the end. I'm done with ice and charms. I'm trying to ice my whole casket when I'm gone. Pull up with class on the dawn. Once I meet him, I greet him. Kiss his feet for freedom. Tell him thank you, Lord. Cause on earth I was getting bored. Now resurrect me back to this cat called sheep. So I can make this album and get back the cats that's weak. 230, 6'2". Me punch for you, that's like a cat versus a pit bull. Gun, no clip bull. Keep hunger and plan for the future. Cause you figure you gon' be older way longer than you gon' be younger.
key to life? Money, power, respect. What you need in life? Money, power, respect. What we eating right? Money, power, respect. When you sleep at night, you'll see the light. What's the key to life? Money, power, respect. What you need in life? Money, power, respect. What we eating right? Money, power, respect. Money, power, respect. Money, power, respect. What's the key to life?
Only time to tell how the clock ticked. I really love hair, but I'm still a hostage. 2 personalities, check the posture. Smoke out the mouth, flare out the nostrils. Thinking death, the life seems scary. I pass the graveyard, seeing people Hail Mary. I ain't chillin' till I'm out parachuting. Race my man and mountain climbing for about 10 diamonds. 25,000 apiece, forget streets. Trying to own the island, forget about wildin'. Try riding in the car that be gliding. If I showed you where I live, you would think I was hiding. Sling bricks, the chicks that don't speak English. Wake up in Trinidad, like touching them rich. Come back, private jet, live on set. If you can spit gold, I can spit baguettes.
Money, power, respect. What you need in life? Money, power, respect. What we eating right? Money, power, respect. When you sleep at night. Money, power, respect. What we eating right? Money, power, respect. Money, power, respect. Money, power, respect.
Nothing but the hotness whenever we drop this. Monotonous for y'all to keep hating, cause y'all never gon' stop us. I keep my rock spotless and my girls topless. Take time, try to figure out who the locks is. Fear no one, kick rhymes like Shogun. You scared to blow one, get robbed with your own gun. If I don't respect you, I'ma check you. And if I don't kiss you, I'ma peck you. Right before I wet you, I sneeze on tracks and bless you. I'm special, and if you like working out, then I'm gon' stretch you. Hustling is dead, but we still get red. Serving spots in the bakeries to give back bread. And y'all said my money's spent, but it's an event. So when the feds come, the dogs can't get a cent. And my story, self-explanatory, that I'm the hottest thing on the street, and y'all ain't got nothing for me.
What's the key to life?
Yeah.
Money, power, respect. What you need in life? Money, power, respect. What we eating right? Money, power, respect. When you sleep at night, you'll see the light. What's the key to life? Money, power, respect. What you need in life? Money, power, respect. What we eating right? Money, power, respect. Money, power, respect. Money, power, respect.
This is a beat that I can freak and just drop the rails. Bless us up with the ill. Know my skills. X from the grills. Get 'em up, split 'em up, wet 'em up, and watch 'em come. Get 'em up, shut 'em up. When you do dirt, you get dirt. Trick, click, step back like I did work. This ain't no bluffing game. What you think I'm playing? Till you land, to where the junkyard decaying. Mom's at home praying to coming home, but you not. Cause you sitting up in the trunk, starting to rot. And the hell is hot, no, because I'm here now, baby. It's going down, baby. Get the 4 pound, baby, and let off up in the. Especially if you think he bigger than my mother trigger. Can I get mine? Is it gone? DMX represent one time with the song.
Money, power, respect. What you need in life? Money, power, respect. What we eating right? Money, power, respect. When you sleep at night.
wake up.
Get up in the morning with the morning coffee swig.
I wake up with them every morning. I listen to them on my way to work.
Oh, they're the bomb. They got it going on.
You're listening to the morning coffee swig with Jason Carey and Steph Tiller here on ATL Next 100.
Y'all already know it's popping off.
Money, power, respect, the key to life. Money, power, respect. Great morning, ATL. Great morning to all the second hour flowers and my coffee talk supporters. Hopefully we got our challenges wrapped up. Said this is my jam. What's up, Dave? And Steph, all that tune in with us every morning and share. Those that don't say anything, I know y'all out there too. Y'all are not obligated to say anything. You ain't got to say nothing. I know you out there, and I love it. Those of y'all that talk about us, just not online. Be like, hey, man, you ever listen to such and such? Hey, man, I love y'all. Those of you on YouTube, what up? We see you. We see you. So it's time to sit around the table, stir the coffee pot, grab our coffee mugs, and have a little coffee talk. I'm pulling up another screen here. So Steph, this kind of leans into what you've been talking about a little bit, and where it becomes where forgiveness and friendship, a lot of things get tested. It's Money Making Monday, right?
Yep.
So let's talk about that very thing. Shout out to those that's in the live chat on YouTube, like I said. Okay. All right. So I'm trying to figure out a way to word this because we always word it so eloquently. I'm trying to figure out a way to word it, but how do you handle money and friends? How to handle, or how do you handle money and friends? How you should handle money and friends? And when I say money and friends, I think this thing. I have a particular approach to this thing, but other people, they get all upset, and they just, when money come in, it's like, I don't know, it's like kryptonite for some people. And to me, I always say one problem we ain't gonna have ain't gonna be about money. We might have some problems about some other things. Another principle, it ain't about to be about money. It ain't gonna be about money. Because it's such a fluid, inanimate product tool that's like us arguing over a hammer. To me, it's a tool. So if you say, hey, why am I arguing with you about this hammer? I'm not arguing with nobody over no hammer, no wrench, a screwdriver. I'm not about to do that. It's the same thing, in my opinion. I know what comes in is principles, and then you done watch New Jack City and all these other movies. Like he owed me money, I'm gonna kill him. You know, y'all have been trained by some stuff that you ain't never lived. Number one, Scarface. Y'all been trained by all that. Y'all think about money, man. No, man, he owe me $1. He gonna give me my $1. It's foolishness. Ain't none of y'all talk about large amounts of money enough for there to be an issue. Now, somebody steal 10 grand from you, that ain't about the money. It's about you stole from me. It didn't matter how much it was. You stole from me. But I think we got to get to that. I think in any situation, you got to get to the actual object or the very issue, because it gets clouded when it's about money. I think it gets clouded. Let's get to the issue. If it's the principle, like, hey, my principle, and all your principles need to line up on this. Not just about money. Like, these are my principles. We just add money in here. But these are my principles, and that's the violation. I think that so many times, y'all principles are undefined because you learned it from somewhere else. That's my real belief. because you learned it from somewhere else, that principle is totally undefined. Man, he borrowed money from me. He ain't even holler at me. So is your principle that you did something for him or her, and there was no gratitude for you doing something for them? Is that your principle? And does that principle align all the time? So if you gave them a ride, and then they ain't holler at you about that ride or come back and be like, hey, I need to give you a ride too. Hey, man, you need anything from me? Or they trying to reciprocate that gesture. If it does not align, then it's bull. It's bull. You wasn't that close anyway. Man, my partners, my real partners, and my closest people, it's like, I got some money, you got some money. For real, for real. If I got some money, you got some money. We say that to each other all the time. If I got some money, you got some money. So you need some hollering. For real. Hey, if I got some money, you got, and that's really how, in my opinion, especially with your people, it should be that fluid. Cause it's coming back. One way or another, it's coming back. Oh, let me shoot that back. Hey, I got this. I got that. But my question today is, how do you handle friends and money? Is it because your principles are so out of whack, you just decided? Because some people just be like, I don't loan money to my friends. Now, one day you go mess it up with the loan thing. It's like, here's some bread. If you got it, give it back. But I don't hand out. You know what I mean? The rule, number one rule about loaning money is don't loan nothing that you can't afford not to get back. So when you be like, I got it, you ain't got it. Just say you ain't got it. That's a better answer. I don't really have it. I'm like, hey man, I need 500. If you can't afford to not have that 500, you don't have it to loan. I ain't got it. I don't have 500. I want to help you, but I don't have 500. That's the thing. In my opinion, that's the thing. You don't have the money. And so, how do you handle friends and money? How do you handle friends and money? And I said it leans into what Steph was talking about, forgiveness, because there are people who have not talked to their mama, daddy. They ain't talked to friends they have for years over some money. And it'd be a little bit of money. $100. And when I say a little bit of money, it could be $1,000. It's a little bit of money. It'd be a little bit of money. Y'all you talking about somebody's paycheck. Piece of a paycheck. Now, if you loaned out $1,000 and ain't have to lose, whose fault really is that? Again, like I said, your principles don't line up. You don't have no set of principles. They all out of whack. Line them up. And you can do this for yourself. Check yourself on it. Man, listen, all my principles are the same when it comes to money. Across the board. If they are not, then the principles that are one of them are off. Align them all. Say that you got these set of principles about money. Align them all. I don't loan people time that I ain't got, that I can't get back. Same thing. Because time is more expensive than money. It's more valuable than money, rather. But I don't give nobody no time I can't afford not to have. So that means when you go into a situation, don't be rushing nobody, because this is time you said you got. Don't rush them. Same principle. I'm saying these principles have to line up, in my opinion. This is my opinion, but I have thought about this probably much deeper than most people have thought about it. And I'm telling you that it's a stress reliever too. Because the one thing that I don't stress about is bread. With nobody. Like, man, what up? You got some money? I got some money. I got some money, you got some money. What? How much is it? All right. Let's figure it out. Now, if you got $1 and I ain't got no dollar, and we said all we got is $1, we got to come up with a plan too. We got to figure it out. We got other issues. That's the thing. If we hanging together, I ain't got no money and you ain't got no money, we got other issues to figure out. We got to get a better circle, because we can't be the broke circle. You know what I'm saying? That's again, it all goes. I think that all goes together. In my opinion, that all goes together. But I'm talking a lot. I want to bring Steph in on this because Steph has a perspective, and she probably got a story where she was like, "Well, somebody owed me $27, and I ain't talked to them in 33 years." So, so Steph, come on, Steph. Come on,
You
Steph.
know I do, don't you? You think I don't when I do? You think I don't when I do? All right, so boom. I'm gonna give y'all a situation first, and then that way I feel like my perspective is a little justified.
Okay, I guarantee it's not. Well, let's go.
All right, so check it. Had a friend, really close friend, and we were had. And I'm gonna tell you why that had come into play. So we were very, very close, and she owed me some money. And the way she went about telling me she wasn't gonna pay me my money brought back a person inside of me that I thought I had just put to rest. You know? Certain situations I proudly wear an orange jumpsuit. But that's me. God is still working on me. Hallelujah. So
now you told me this. You told me about this. Go ahead, continue. Tell the whole thing.
This is the thing with that. Sometimes you make decisions that you cannot take back. And I decided I was never going to talk to her again. You can no longer be my friend because I'll be gonna hurt you. This is my mentality at this point. Okay. She wound up passing away. She got murdered. Y'all, I'm saying this with a smile on my face today because I used to couldn't talk about it without crying. She passed away, and I didn't even know. I couldn't even come to the funeral. Didn't know she was gone. Her son, we were close. You know, like one of them people. You know how you have a friend and you say, "Hey,
I don't think I remember that part of the story. She was murdered.
If you say something that was ever happened to me, you say, "Hey, look, this is my real birthday, the date that I was born. This is last four of my social. If anything was to ever happen to me, you have this information. You know what I'm saying? Go get my son. This is a code to my phone. You know what I'm saying? Follow the clues, but my clues is in the house. I need you to follow the clues. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you now because I ain't dead yet. But when I go, it all come back to you. But we had those conversations. So it was we were real close. And then, like I said, she passed away, and it was just a little bit of money. It was a little bit of money. She had but the point about it is, it was the principle for me because I felt like you was trying me because it's not like you ain't had the money. You had the money because you showed me how to do something, and I was getting money too. So we both had it, but I needed that back. I needed you to give me that back because you playing with me. And
two pieces of this, right? You gave some money that you needed back.
No, I didn't give her nothing. We was in a strip club. She was throwing my money out, and I was just flexing with it.
Oh, you talking about that? Yeah, you told me that. She did take some money.
I was flexing with the money. So let me line up for y'all. I was flexing in the strip club. I went and got all these my friend come over.
But you ain't playing to throw it.
No,
but you had planned to throw it.
No, I wasn't going to throw my money. No,
you had all the money up. You was going to throw everybody else's money. Because guys come in the club to y'all, so y'all understand this culture. Guys are coming in the club and they throw money in their head. They'll be like, "Hey, here you throw," especially pretty girls. They'll be like, "Hey, you throw some money, you throw some money." So that's the situation. She playing the game. She playing the game. Backfired a little bit.
My friend get drunk. She didn't care. She started grabbing all my money and throwing it. Now, the dude was just, he looking, and I'm checking her like, yo, that's me. No, don't do that. I'm trying to stop her from doing it. I'm putting my hands over the stacks of money like, no. But I can't look too crazy about her doing it. I'm just like, friend.
Because you in the spot.
She don't care. She just trying to grab it. Yeah, I'm in the spotlight at this point, so no, I can't be acting all stank about the money that's out here now. And I knew that, but I have a problem with it. Again, I had the bread, and I know she had the bread, but the fact that she was saying she wasn't going to give it to me, and the reason that she wasn't going to give it to me because she said I didn't take her home. After the club, I had gotten her drunk, and I didn't take her home.
So that was
she drove.
You had to pay.
Right, she drove. And so
you let her drive.
Me, it was the principle. So I let her drive. She got in the boy Range Rover, brand new Range Rover. She in the back seat throwing stuff. Why you got all this stuff in the back seat, throwing it to the front? So it was just kind of like a lot going on at night. So I ended up in the middle of this whole situation because he's mad, she's mad, but she goes storm to get in her car. I'm thinking everything is good. Come to find out, she pissed off at me the next couple of days. Anyway, let me bring this on in. We stopped talking. I chose not to be her friend anymore, and then she got killed, and boom, now I'm out of a friend. But I do wish that we had talked it out.
It's
I'm gonna say this.
so much
I
time
wish it was something. It was something there that I still loved about her. It was a lot of things I still loved about her. She was my friend, like real true friend, and I feel like we could have talked about it, and I feel like I could have probably handled it better, but because I'm an aggressive person, it's just like it's either stuck or I'm done altogether. And I'm still working the kinks out of myself. Hello, Jason. I'm still working the kinks out.
Hopefully that was a hot iron to work some of them kinks out, or a masseuse to work that kink, that knot out. That's a big old kink. That should have worked that kink all the way out. That situation alone should have worked that kink all the way out. Be like, hey, I've been in something similar like this. Let me fix it today.
I did. I gave a loan to family member money, and that situation kept coming up back in my head. Like, if something happens to this family member, because I love this family member so much, and we are so close, that this money cannot be the reason that I don't speak to them no more, or that I treat them a different way. The different way I would treat them is like we say, have a long, have a spoon. You know what I'm saying? I know from now on, you can't ask me for nothing else. You know what I'm saying?
Because this is the thing, Steph. A person that owe you money, a person that owe you money, know they owe you money. That's the thing. A person that knows they owe you money, know they owe you money. A person that owe money, especially if they got any kind of integrity in the rest of their life, they don't need a reminder. They already feel funny being around you.
Yeah.
They feel funny buying the food around you. I'm telling you, if the person owe you money, they don't want to buy a value meal around you. Because they like, this, you don't even know this is my last $7.
I almost need permission.
Because I'm spending this $7 and I owe you $100, I don't even want to do this in front of you. I'm telling you, a person that owe you money, know they owe you money. It's turmoil enough for them to be around you. I'm trying to tell you.
Yes.
It's turmoil enough for them to be around you. So people that owe you money and they don't have it, they might get a little distant because they're like, man, I don't really want to see old boy because I owe him this couple $100, but I ain't really got it. I ain't really got it to give him right now. I'm going to give it to him, but I ain't got it right now. That's why I say that
I'm getting to that level of maturity. Because that's a very mature thing to do, is to understand and say no. Me saying no, I'm still learning that word. I don't like nobody telling me no, and I have a thing about telling other people no when I should. Sometimes I should just say no. I don't have it. Even if I do have it, I don't have it. I don't have it for 50 times. So no, I don't have it. And maybe I should. And that's something that I'm still working on as well. My mom never say no to people. I don't have an extra shirt. Matter of fact, here, take this one. She'll take her shirt off. So I don't know. I'm still learning
sound like my mom.
that to say no when necessary, and when I should say no, and when to say no. I'm still learning that, and I'm still working on it to the point where I'm tired of losing relationships because I didn't say no, even when I should have said no. See, that no word means not when you're doing a disservice to you and your friendship, and you are partial to blame on it because you know that person wasn't going to do well with it, because you could get on the phone with your other friend that's not friends with that friend and be like, girl, I don't know her some money. I hope she get my money back, honey, because if she don't get my money back, da 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 da. Like, y'all gonna have that conversation, which means you already knew that, so you are partial to blame. So when I asked my Facebook, I'm like, are you to blame in some of this? Because sometimes we have to, blame ourselves.
You gotta take, exactly. Man, my relationship with my auntie, my relationship with my cousin is all tore up about this money. It wasn't the money. It wasn't the money. It's something in you. It's something in them. It's something in that principle that's not aligned. It ain't the money.
Facts.
And that's where you gotta look at it and be like, yo, it ain't the bread, yo, and don't let it be the bread. Because money is so fluid. It come and go. It ain't real. It's numbers in a computer. We can create out of thin air, and maybe that's a mentality because of entrepreneurship, and I have lived it. I can say that. And somebody that works 9 to 5 be like, has always worked a job is like, man, I go to work and my check come. That's all I know. That's how money comes. That's really not how money works at all. You trading time for dollars? Yes, you are. But they give you if they can afford to give you what they give you, imagine what they making. That's a whole other discussion. But don't let it be the bread. And I'm saying align your principles, set up your principles. Because to Steph's point about her story, what I was going to say is that the thing that really made Steph mad is the girl said, I ain't about to give you this money. It was more about her trying to like, son. She was like, yo, I ain't about to give you it's almost she tried to big boy. It was not about the money. It was like not only did you kind of violate and I told you about it, you should have been like, man, my bad. I ain't got it, or you know what I mean? But you came back with the bravado, but like, wait a minute, you supposed to be my dog. So now I'm kind of hurt, really. I'm kind of hurt because you talking to me like that. That's the principle. It won't the money. Now the money out the window. It ain't the money. Mm-hmm. But because of your thought process at that point, probably you was like, man, she better give me my money. But and if you took the time, if anybody just takes time, it ain't the money.
Yeah, it's a couple of months later, after a while, that changed for me, and I was okay with not getting my money back. But I was.
But you weren't okay with you talking to me like that.
I was waiting for an apology. I was waiting for her to say, you know what, I just didn't have it. I would have accepted I didn't have the money. We could have went on with our way. We could have went on. I was waiting on an apology that I really didn't need, because I could apologize to myself and been like, okay, do you have my money or not? Because I'm still trying to be friends. I ain't nobody else to talk to. Do you have my money? Because the way you talking about you ain't gonna give me my money, you best not have the money to be telling me you ain't gonna give it back. And come to find out, she did not have the money to give me. I thought she had the money, but she was like handling other stuff. I didn't know because we was making it together. So I thought I was seeking for her, but I wasn't even counting her pockets is what I was doing. I was so busy counting her pockets that I misjudged the situation.
That happens.
And
that happens.
She couldn't give it back, and I should have. It's no should have. I just wish that things would have been different. So now when it comes to friends and money and loans and stuff like that, like I'm strategic about it, but I'm still learning, like I said, to say no, and I will handle you accordingly if I loan you something and you don't give it back. But it's not often anymore that I'm doing loans. I'm not no bookie or no accountant. I'm not the bank. ATM neither. I don't have it. I don't got it. All 2021, best believe it's a pandemic. I ain't got it. Due to COVID-19,
I ain't got it.
I'm close.
I ain't got it.
Hashtag, I ain't got it.
Ain't got it. Hey, so I'm gonna get it's about the time to get to these comments. Clinton had a good comment right at the top of this discussion. He said, if you can't define the term friend, this answer cannot be answered correctly. And that's a whole, I think that's a whole can of worms there. If you can't define, if you haven't defined what that friend is or what that friendship is or how that love works, I think he's very, very correct there. Because if everybody your friend, then you gonna dole out what I say earlier about just doling out your love to everybody. You deplete yourself. So he said, yeah, if you can't define friend, you can't answer this question correctly, because the question was about how do you handle money, how do you deal with money and friends. Ooh. Yeah. Who are your friends? Because that if you could define friend, that circle gets much smaller, and you probably be like, once you make that circle smaller, you be like, man, I know you, your brother, I know your mama, I know your mama stay. Like, it's so deep. It's so deep that this problem can't be about money. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's really about the money, you be like, man, I'm gonna call your mama. You tell your mama that you owe me $100, and I'm gonna get it from her. We close. Where your brother at? Your brother got a good job. Tell your brother give me $100.
But you borrow it from him to give it to me, and then you can take your time with paying him back. But I need mine like right now. So I get what you're saying. If you can define that, yo, who said that?
If you define friend,
that was
Clinton.
so.
Yeah.
That just Clinton. That just made me think. Like now, even with me, like I said, I'm saying no from now on, because I feel like you know, I lose people, or I lose, because I lose respect for people on certain things. Now, I ain't gonna lie about that. Certain things, you can lose my respect. It's okay with the money. I'm just saying, it's okay. If I gave you $50 in somewhere, you needed it right quick, you could have cashed that to me, but you didn't.
But that's the principle,
okay?
Like you said.
But then you never give it. It's a principle. I lose respect for that person. I don't really want to lose friendship, but once I lose respect for you, I don't care if you come and go or not. So defining friendship and understanding what a friend is. You may not have been a friend to me. You just may have just been somebody that's real cool. An associate is what we call them.
Oh yeah, and you don't hold the qualities of the standard. You don't hold the standard that I hold for my friends, and that's what it is. Once they show that, they're like, hey, no problem, give me that money back. But I realize I'm not really friends. I realize because you don't meet the criteria. It's like anything. It's like I want this. This is what I want. This is what I want in a mate. And until when they show you they don't meet the criteria, you don't dislike them. I don't hate you. You just can't be with me. And it's the same thing with a friend, I think. It's just like, hey, when they show you something that you won't like, to your point, you be like, I lose respect for you. It's not to talk down to you. It's just like, hey, we can't rock no more at the level that we was rocking because you don't meet the criteria for the people that's in the circle that I want to be in. Right. I ain't gonna, hey, I'm gonna dap you up when I see you, and that's probably be about it. Because I'm not storing that bull on me, so I ain't gonna be mad at you. Right. I ain't carrying that around. I win too much, and I'm too much of a happy person. I'm not walking around with that. They're like, hey man, it's cool. I'm good with you. I just ain't gonna holler at you no more. That's all. Don't holler at me no more. That's all. That's all. We ain't beefing. I ain't gonna talk about you in the street. I ain't gonna talk about you behind your back. I just ain't gonna rock with you. That's it. That's just. It's
now,
very simple.
is there a conversation that one could have to say, all right, sit down and say, Jason, look, you loan me the money. I make pretty bad decisions when it comes to money. I don't have the money to give you back right now, and I'm not sure when I can give it back to you.
I would appreciate that conversation, actually. I'd be like, word, that's what's up. All right, so
now, does that make us better friends?
That makes you, that I feel like you confide in me at this point, because now you have dropped this in my lap. Because in that sentence you said that I make pretty bad decisions with money. So now but now because of my personality, I'm like, well, how do we figure that out? Because you said that out loud, so you recognize it. What are the things that you're gonna do to change that? Hey, I know a financial advisor. I know this. I know that. You know what I'm saying? But like, all right, well, we need to put you down this path. Whatever the path is, man, I just want you to get better because I want everybody to win. So if that's in your way, remember we had a show about what's in your way. So if that's in your way, if I can aid you in getting that block out of your way, that's cool, and we'll still be cool. I don't have a problem with that because now there's a level you got a level of respect for me. I see because you came down, sat down, and talked to me about it. So there is a space for that. Now that's qualities of a friend to me. You meet a criteria. Okay. You was able to come and be transparent with me. You was able to be like, hey man, I still rock with you, and I don't want to lose your friendship over this. So let's talk. That's all I
be wanting. That's all I want.
You be waiting for you can't get no apology though. That's true, Jason. Some people act so different when they got money and act as though they don't know a person no more after they get it. Wow. Like I never, you know what I'm saying? Yes. Let me say this. There is because people say you act different when you get money, and then the answer, especially in rap, is always, wouldn't you? You should be a little different when you get a little bit. When we say different, we're not saying as in a person. You just don't go to the same places that you used to go. You may eat a little different. You may date on another level. That ain't you acting different. That's you have a tool that gives you access to something else. That's it. And that's what people got to realize, is that when your boy made it to the NFL, man, he started acting different. Oh, he didn't. He just don't eat off the value menu no more, dog. That's it. He don't eat off the value menu no more, and you want to go to the value menu. Or he don't go to the hood club no more, but you steady want to go over there. Be like, bro, I don't go over there no more. I'm like that. It's places I used to go. I don't want to. People like, hey, we gonna go to such and such. I'm good. I ain't acting different. and I'm fine in that environment. I don't want to go over there. I done seen it. I don't want to go over there. I want to go over here. The girls are nicer. Outfits are better. It's clean. The bathrooms are cleaner. I want to go over there. I don't want to go over there no more. You know what I'm saying? My head is less on a swivel. I don't want to go over there anymore. I'm not acting different. I'm just in a different space. You know what I'm saying? So I think there is a such thing as you get a little bit more money or you get a little more exposed, you get more tools, you may do something different. I don't think you treat people any different. You don't talk down to people. You just be like, bruh, you can come with me over here. I think that's not, when you act different, you be like, to be acting different is that we used to hang together and you can't go no more. Now, the only reason you can't go is if you have an upgrade, if you don't upgrade with me. Say, hey, put on some shoes. Hey, this place you got to tuck your shirt in. So you can't go. You like to smoke cigarettes and stand outside and wear your ball cap. I ain't going to the ball cap place. If you can make that switch, you can go with me. If you can't, I'll holler at you later when we chilling. We just won't go out no more. We just go do something different. So anyway, I wanted to say that disclaimer because people will be like, sometimes when they're quote unquote acting different because they got money, it's not that they got money. It's like they have access. It's more access. That's all that is. Yes, you're right. You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just about to say that. As David said. He was responding to Stephanie. Always get a legal contract drawn up if it's more than $10. That's the only way to get it back because killing over it is stupid because you lose both ways. Legal contract over $10. I hope you said 10. I hope you're saying $10 like 10,000. I hope you're saying that. I hope you're saying 10,000 like the slang word, Coleman. Because $10, I ain't about to. You can have it. Sign no contract or write a contract. You know how long it take to write up the contract for $10? I'm not about to do that. You can have $10. I urinate $10. I'm not $10. No, we're not doing that. We are not doing that. Oh my God. Lend your money and lose a friend. Lend your money and lose a friend. I think it's just a disappointment being that you expect different from a friend. Kelly said, I think it's just disappointment when you expect different from a friend. Yes, I do understand that. I understand, and we again, but to you because we said that about Steph earlier. I think she was disappointed. She was disappointed in the way that person acted. And they never had that conversation, but she was disappointed that you was going to just tell me straight up, I ain't giving you money back. What? Because now you want to instantly the street party you come out, you want to slap and be like, wait a minute, who you talking to? You mean you ain't about to give me, like, because that's the thing, you ain't going to talk to me crazy, and you ain't going to take nothing from me. I don't like nobody, I hate a thief. You ain't going to take from me. What do you mean? What do you mean? You ain't going to give back. That piece, I totally understand. I understood Steph's initial reaction. I've been bugging too. Initial reaction, but it wasn't about the money. It was about what you just said to me. Hey man, get the money. Exactly. You have every dollar you took, but you ain't about to. Let's talk about how you talking right now, because
that part.
This about to go beyond. This is already beyond conversation at this point.
So we here now.
Another side of me.
We here now. Let's get it. Let's add this part out. You know,
so $50 ninjas can't hang with 5K ninjas. $50 ninjas can't hang with 5K ninjas.
Exactly. They say birds don't fly with pigeons, and eagles, however they go, eagles don't fly with pigeons. That's true.
The love of money is the root of all evil. That's not what the saying is. I want y'all to look up what the entire saying says. That's not the entire saying. I work only hard for my money. If people want loyalty, they can go hire a dog. Oh my God. David said, go get a dog. You want loyalty, go get a dog. We gotta get ready to get out of here. But the money thing is, the bottom line is what I want to tell everybody is don't let money be the issue. Like, get past it. Get past it. Money, get past, and Clinton hit the nail on the head about defining friendship, but also defining what money is. I think that's what people need to define. Money is not what you get, that check that you get every time you, because of the hours you work. Money is not something you just hold, just something like, I just want to hold it in my pocket. It's none of those things. Money is a tool. It's a means to an end. It's a tool. It's a tool. You need money to eat. You need money to keep a roof over your head. You need money to produce shows. It's a tool. It take dollars to do this. Y'all watch it. Y'all watch it for free. It take dollars to do this. You know what I'm saying? It takes dollars to do, and it's just a tool. If you think of it like that, then the day that you change your perspective, you hear me say this all the time, change your perspective, change your life. And that's not just in money, that's in everything. If you change the way you look at things, things will change for you. If you change, we was talking about the job that day. We was talking about, I was talking about the job and saying, I didn't look at my job as a capital builder or as a capital generator. If you change your mindset, be like, you know what? I go to the job every day to generate capital. Now you don't hate your job no more, cause that job, the couple hours you go on to generate some capital, go do to work your 5 to 9. You work your 9 to 5 to fund your 5 to 9. So I'm saying, change your perspective, change your life, and I want y'all to change your perspective on this money, man. It's just a tool. It's fluid. It ain't that big a deal. Hey, man, sometimes you gonna have it, sometimes you ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you learn anything about the fluidity of money, look at the stock market recently and GameStop, what was going on with that, and how Bitcoin is working. They taking currency out the game and going to electronic. They let you know right there it ain't real. It's something, somebody can figure it out. There's numbers in the computer. Hey, man, look at it like that. We got to get ready to get out of here. Well, that is what that means of both, since it's the best you can get. You don't want to leave? Hey, it's a good conversation, man. But
you was whatever this is, we gonna have to let's take this piece, and then we gotta bring this. We gotta run this back.
Hey, man, we gotta get out of here. Today, do it big.
Enjoy the taste of life.
Take a drink, take a sip, take a swig, and we out of here.
We out, y'all.
We out. I see y'all. We'll see y'all tomorrow, and we'll be cleaner.